So what does this fight with Ronda and a win tomorrow night, what would that mean for your career in the WWE?
I mean, I think it gets me out of her shadow, you know? I think up to this point I've really been known as, especially as I've come up to main roster, it's been Ronda's friend, Ronda's sidekick. So I think I beat Ronda Rousey at the thing she's best at, which is fighting. And it really sets me apart and puts me on my own.
How did Ronda help you with your transition from MMA coming into the WWE?
How did I help Ronda?
Or how did you help her,
is the real question. Because I came to WWE without her. I started training pro wrestling. I studied catch wrestling my whole life that set me up for this. I, worked on the indies, got a tryout, did all that. All that stuff I've been saying is true. She saw me and asked, how fun is that? And then saw me having fun and decided to do this. She's come to me for a lot of pro wrestling advice, questions. She listened to me, you know what I mean? As far as like, do it like this or whatever. But that's kind of the thing is like, getting asked like, hey, Ronda, and always being known as Ronda, and you're here because of Ronda. Like, none of that's true, and that's the whole reason this fight's happening, is because I did this, and I'm going to show people.
What has the biggest, hurdle been coming from MMA into pro wrestling?
I think my biggest challenge, and also a challenge as far as like I've taken it upon myself to attempt to do, is to show the shared history that MMA and pro wrestling has. They come from the same place, and there's especially nowadays, there's such a huge rift between MMA fans and pro wrestling fans. And I think like if more fans on both sides understood the history of pro wrestling and MMA and where it came from, there wouldn't be that. And it would be a lot easier to enjoy both sports. So that's kind of my big goal ever since I started this.
Last question. As far as your career goes, where do you see it going after tomorrow night?
As far as I'm concerned, this is a new start. I beat Ronda Rousey in a fight, and it's a new beginning for me. I think I beat Ronda Rousey in a fight. Everybody's heads in the locker room, the high-ups, everyone's heads have to turn my direction. So this is just the start, and it's only up from there.
Awesome.